Bulavinaka. I hope your Tuesday has started well. I am here in Lautoka, bought my bright red lipstick to Lautoka. I came to visit my good friend Edwina, who has started and looks after this home called Daulomani Home. And so I've asked her for permission to just show you guys a little bit. I'll just stand in one place so I'm not getting in the way of anybody. But, you know, Edwina's story is inspirational. She ran away from home when she was just a young child at 12, and she's been on the streets. She was on the streets for a good 10 years. Doing what she could to get money. When I say she's a trans woman. Ran away from home because she was being, I guess, ill-treated at home. So on the streets for 10 years, sex work, stealing, doing whatever she could to eat, got some education, worked for a bit at the Ministry of Health, and now she runs this home, which really takes in people who don't have anywhere to go. So everyone from sex workers to, you know, women who have been victims of domestic abuse, street kids or street dwellers. And I just want to show you quickly, she started from a little tent of seven people. Then they expanded to a tarpaulin. Then now they have a few places. So, you know, I'm just going to spin around like this so you can see where we are. Can you see behind me? Okay, so that's the entrance there where we come down. This part here, this was their first shelter, and they put it together by collecting teen scraps, like those things that are lying around that no one's using, and they built that. Now, right now, it is being used for the young single men and women, and it also doubles as a dining hall. So they sit there and eat their meals. That little place that's just there, oh, see, I can point to it. That's like a kitchen area where they cook their lunch, and they still use wood fire. And now Salata is in there cooking at the moment, cooking tapioca and bele and dal for their lunch. Now, as you walk down a bit, you can see here behind me, maybe I'll just walk back a bit. So there's another little place here, and that small maybe sleeps about 4 to 6, and that houses a few of the trans community. So they're separated out. So I guess Edwina has learned what works best in separating people out. You can see this beautiful, beautiful greenery, lots of trees. They have planted so much. They plant and they eat from their own garden. There's everything from capsicum to pumpkin to pineapple to tapioca. So most of their food, this is where it comes from. And so then here you have another little place here. So they call these little flats. So here there's a family that stays here. So when there's a family, parents and young children, they get to stay in a flat like this. And then there's another one in the corner here, and this is where she's put the older people. So there's some over 60s. You can see a gentleman sitting. Can you see him beyond the trees there? I can't see him, but he's sitting there. So he's looked after by a young couple, an ex-sex worker and her partner. Now, as you come around, just here, this is a shower unit that has been kindly sponsored by IOM. Unfortunately, it's unfinished, so you know it needs some work. So if you've got any carpenters out there, or anyone's keen to paint or got any plumbing skills, please let me know, because these guys could do with you know, just doing this place up nicely. They are using the showers, but the toilets are not working yet. I think there were some problems with a contractor, but that's what that is. There's also a little toilet unit there that was sponsored. Okay, and they've got a nice little rota tank here. What they do with this is they fill it with water from the tap, so from the pipe. And so when they don't have any water, then they just use this. So it's not collecting rainwater at the moment. You see this one here with this pink window. That was sponsored by a UK family, so they were able to put something up, and they've separated out the women and children. Now, the garden, I don't think we have time to go to the garden because this video is getting long and I want you guys to all watch it, but there is a lot of stuff in the garden like I've mentioned. So the way they make their money is they've partnered with Friends in some things, and so Friends has taught them some skills, some jewelry making, other stuff. They've done some work with agricultural groups that have helped in their farm. They also collect bottles. They also collect scraps like copper. So resourceful. Honestly, I have not met anyone in my life like Edwina, who's just using her life to love on and support and get alongside people who have been forgotten, I guess. And then what happens is they upskill. She helps connect them to social welfare if they need, and they move on. So there's about 70 plus people that come in and out of here. She's got a great mission and vision, but message me if you feel like you can support them in any way. I really like this because she's got a great model. She's tested this model for a couple of years. She takes the time to get to know people, understand their gifts, connect them with opportunities. She works well with the police. The police sometimes contact her if they have victims of domestic violence, interestingly. But she has a real heart for giving people like a leg up or a hand up. So, and the idea is not to create a huge village here, but to do what she can to upskill, to build into them spiritually, emotionally. They have a great pastor that comes around that does church here. I met him last time I was here when I came to have church. But I wanted to show you this place. So we're in Lotoka. Oh, there's no Satala there. There, see? She's making lunch. So go and then see whether she'll give me any. Okay, you all have a great Tuesday, and I will talk to you again soon.